We here at Mayhem Media
understand the trials and tribulations of life.
No matter how hard life can get.
Suicide is never the answer.
There's more assistance available today than ever before.
If you or a loved one are suffering from suicidal thoughts, please don't try and take it on alone.
Call or text 988 if you live in the U.S.
Or if you're in Great Britain, call 116123 or text 85258.
The world is a better place with you in it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Call for the Bell. I am your host, JD, and I am joined alongside my co-host, the prediction specialist himself, Wolfman. And to my other side, he joined us on the last episode. He's here again for this episode. The styling and profiling Superfly Johnny Lee.
That's right. That's right.
And if he is the Ric Flair of the Horsemen, that would certainly make me the enforcer. The Razor Ramon of podcasting. The bad guy, JD. And, we're going to get everybody in here. Joining us a little bit late, if I can figure out how to do this. Why you're not coming in? Why are you not coming in, bro? Okay.
I can hear his voice.
We're gonna call the audible, and we're gonna go with a different layout because for some reason my layout wasn't bringing Andrew into the fold. So
I'm telling you what, the live stream gods are against me right now tonight.
Not just you,
haywire. Holy
not just you. So it's not just you. We're all taking a hit. So the fourth man who's joining us is the face that runs the place, Popcorn and Whiskey, my favorite podcast. Andrew Paletto.
How you doing, everybody? Wait.
Hey, Andrew.
Cheers. Here we go.
So, last time we were all together, and it was the same group. We did our prediction show for AEW Revolution, and we're going to start with the kind of like a recap of that before we shift over to WWE and see what the Wolfman and Johnny Lee and Andrew have to say about the WWE. So, Revolution. Andrew, you watched it, right?
Yeah, I actually watched. Not all of it because I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, he did say that he wouldn't watch all of it.
I watched quite a bit of it.
Yeah. So what did you think of it? Because I did not get a chance to actually watch it last week, or when it was on. So
I'm a huge WWE fan, and I don't watch too much AEW. Matter of fact, this is probably the first pay-per-view or PLE or whatever they call it on their platform. It's all the same thing that I have seen of AEW. Production-wise, the quality I thought was out of this world. It was great. The quality-wise and the picture was great. And it could be because maybe because I just haven't seen it before on this platform like I have with my big screen and everything else. So that was cool to watch. The style of show, of the style of performances, let me put it that way, compared to the two, WWE is more on the entertaining. It's all about the storyline.
Yes.
And once again, this is not a knock on either side or
no.
It's observation.
They're different.
AEW was more about how far can we push the envelope as far as brutality goes?
They do that sometimes.
They do. The storyline is out the window. There was no story. There was no psychology in the matches. Just let's see how much furniture we can hit each other with, and let's go from there.
Was that in every match, you think, or was that just what you're saying in the main event?
I saw quite a bit of, at least that's what it appeared to me. There's a lot of foreign objects used in different matches, quite a bit more than what I'm used to, put it that way.
Yeah, they do like to do that sometimes. AEW sometimes
Yes.
likes to take extra liberties with some stuff.
Especially during Texas death matches.
Yeah. Johnny Lee, the link you sent me, is this the correct order of the matches too?
Yes, it is, because we're starting out the 0 hour, because you know how they like to do it. They like to showcase some of the lesser talent that ain't gonna be pushed to the main event style cards.
Yeah,
So on 0 hour, you got the
let's talk about 0 hour for a quick minute. Let's go through it pretty quick though, because it's not.
Yeah.
I want to talk about
because it's not as important as the main.
Yeah,
card.
yeah. Dude, the Boom Boom. What? All right. Are any of you guys familiar with this? The Boom Boom guy that they're pushing. This
I am a little
podcasting
bit.
personality.
Not
He's
at
more
all.
like a celebrity that they just decided that they want to have on there. You know who the Rizzler is? He keeps on getting brought up a lot. It's a kid, so this guy that they got Boom,
Yeah,
part of that.
yeah. He's just his dad. I think he's
Yeah.
the kid's dad. So, and they brought him in. Now, listen, I'm all for things that can bring in, other, outside people to your product. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
Absolutely. So I don't have a problem with that per se, but I think they're pushing. It's going a little bit hard on it, a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, somebody has to answer the phone. So while we got the phone answering,
That's all right. I hit the button.
I mean, take
It's
your time.
likely. It's likely my nephew. It's likely my nephew. Hang on 1 second. Johnny Lee, take over for me for a second.
I mean, think about it like this. They had this chance to have a celebrity on the card. Ever since the Rizzler popped up in AEW and the fans were gravitating towards him, they decided that they want to put AJ with QT Marshall, because let's face it, QT Marshall on his own, he ain't gonna get over. But if he's got someone like a celebrity as his tag team partner, he's gonna get over. That's one of the reasons why he's called Doom and Boom right now, because of that. And guess who got the win? It was not the infantry, who are seasoned wrestlers. Oh no, it was the celebrity and QT Marshall that got the win.
Yeah, and that hurts the Shane Taylor promotions. They've been really dropping off the table a little bit, and I think that, I mean, they build up some of these characters, but then they use them as like jobbers. They use them to put over somebody else, but then they do it so frequently that you end up killing the steam from it in the first place. Shane Taylor Promotions was one of those factions that I thought we'd be talking about, like with the Don Callis family and the Death Riders, but that we didn't mention them at all when we were talking 2 weeks ago.
Exactly, and that was so bad because you thought that at the time when they were putting them together and they were building them up, they'd be inside league with the Don Callis family, but not now. Well, your thoughts about them, Andrew?
I can say I'm not real familiar with the AEW, so I really can't get into all the behind
What
the
did you
scenes.
think of the match, at least, then, Andrew? Did you watch 0 Hour?
No, I did not.
Well, then you know what?
I'm assuming the 0 hour was before the actual pay-per-view.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Yeah.
No, I did not watch that at all. No.
Okay, so then you're not. We don't want to. We don't want you commenting on something that you're not super.
Oh, I
familiar with.
can. I can comment all day long. It
I
wouldn't
mean,
be
if you
accurate.
want to comment on it, you're free to.
It wouldn't be accurate, but I could do it.
And I know, Wolfman, you did not watch it either.
No.
So let's talk about the TBS title. That it was also the women's tag title.
It actually makes me sad that it was on 0 hour.
Good match. I did not get a chance to even watch 0 Hour, dude. I've been so busy lately; it's been running nonstop.
I mean, it probably was a good match. We didn't get to see it because we were all busy.
Okay.
At the busiest time when all of us cannot watch it.
Well,
Which is why I'm so sad that it was on there.
Yeah. I'm trying to see who won this page you sent me. It's not so clear who won the matches.
Oh, yeah, it is. Because I'm looking right now. It says TBS Championship match. TBS World Champion, AEW World Tag Team Champion, Widow.
Oh, defeated. Oh, yeah. Holy cow, dude. Yeah, because I know how to read. It's okay, guys. It's fine. I promise. I know how to read. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
It is very clear because you got
to
to scroll all the way down. Then they got the section where they got the entire
I don't
thing
want-
written out who
I'm not gonna
won
sit
and who
here.
didn't.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and read through all that. So the champions retained. Nightingale still the TBS champion. The tag titles are still with the Babes of Wrath. So I imagine they did put on a good match. The 21-man Blackjack Battle Royal, that's likely the match most people tuned into for this. And Jungle Jack Perry eliminated Ricochet to win the AEW national title. So
Yes,
Jungle
he
Jack
did.
Perry's getting his shot now at the national title. Maybe they'll do a good run with him between him and Ricochet. That would be cool. I think Jack Perry and Ricochet could work well together.
I do too. Him being AEW national champion just makes sense.
Yeah, he's got to rebuild himself, especially without Luchasaurus. What do either of you guys know Jack Perry?
It's the Jungle Boy guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jungle
Guess who
Jack
his
Perry.
daddy was?
Well,
Yeah,
we
I
talked
know.
about this. I don't know if last week or another show or whatever, isn't it?
What?
Was Luke Perry or
Luke Perry. Yeah, I
Or-
probably said that. I probably said that. 2
Tyler
weeks ago.
Perry or something like that? I don't know.
No.
Perry.
Wait,
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
All right, so let's go into the main match. We're gonna bust through this a little quick so we can talk about some WWE build up.
Yep.
FTR, they retain the tag titles over the Young Bucks, which is a little interesting that happened. And I also seen down here that we also got the return of Copeland and Cage.
Yep.
This is how much I'm out of the loop. I thought Copeland and Cage were fighting.
No, they did when he first came in.
Yeah.
And they were fighting because Christian Cage is now this different kind of character, and Edge is still trying to be the super baby face. But now it actually works really well, and I think they're having a lot of fun doing it. I really do.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Edge, I saw the picture reaction from the most recent Dynamite where they got interviewed, and the facial expressions just say it all between the two of them. They're having the time of their lives right now. But see what they've done now. Christian Cage is still this kind of hard nose, I hate everything and everybody, and I'm not happy about anything person. And Edge is still this. Oh, I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad to still be wrestling. And now they put them together. They've worked their differences out together. So Christian Cage isn't going to be beating people with pipes or spiked bats, and if he goes to do that, Edge has been stopping him. So they kind of have this comedy thing going now where Christian Cage is this hard nose, I hate everybody, let me just hurt everybody, and Edge is like this, wholesome kind of person. It's working excellent. I'm really enjoying it. They're hilarious.
I gotta tell you,
Me too.
my opinion, I think Christian Cage is probably one of the, if not the most underrated wrestler, performer, or whatever out there.
Yeah, right now, absolutely. Oh, I would love. I hope that these guys get a tag team title run or I'd rather not see him in a 6-man tag title run.
No.
They don't need a third person. Just give them the tag titles and let them feud with some people. They're having a great time.
I hope that Christian's still saying that he's your daddy or talking trash about people that they got no dad.
Oh, he is. That's what I'm saying. He's totally keeping that kind of same thing. He's just not going off the edge with like hurting people and stuff.
Yeah,
like that's how. Yeah, his relationship with Edge just kind of reined that in, but he's kept.
I would have been so
his whole
disappointed
persona.
if they just changed him back into being a goofy baby face type deal instead of letting him keep this same edge. Nah, no pun intended.
Yeah. All right. Marina Shafir or Timeless Tony Storm. I'm sorry. Timeless Tony Storm defeated Marina Shafir. Probably.
That wasn't
Andrew,
a great
how was that
match.
match?
It was okay. I mean, I like Tony Storm. I thought it was rather short, but I think they needed it because of the surprise that they had at the end of it coming in.
Oh, okay. And did you want to? What happened at the end? Oh, that's right. Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey came in. Yeah.
Ronda Rousey's in AEW. Everybody, what is
Yep.
what is that story gonna? That's gonna be blowing up all over the place. I mean, I've been seeing it all over the place.
I don't think that she's. I mean, I don't know if she's part of the roster or not. I guess I should go look, but
Yeah, I think she
think
is.
it was more for publicity because doesn't she have that MMA fight coming up at the end of May?
I don't think
Not anymore.
yeah,
Oh, no, it's canceled.
No, she doesn't want to work with TKO or any of that. She doesn't want to work with any of them. So she's in AEW, and if she does if she's does any MMA fights, it's going to be with what's the alternative? Not the UFC, but what's the other one?
MMA.
Is it just MMA?
I think so.
I'm trying to think.
Oh yeah, what the heck?
I'm not sure what it is.
I mean,
but-
it's here that.
I'll find it.
Or
and they're,
Oh,
apparently they are.
right.
Apparently they are trying to make the Gina Serrano Ronda Rousey fight, but now through this other MMA company and not through UFC and TKO and all that stuff.
UFC, PFL, One Championship, and Bellator.
Bellator probably, I think, is what they might be trying to still get the Ronda Rousey and Gina Serrano fight going.
But I thought was it One Championship was? Isn't that where Jake Paul? Isn't that his company? I thought he was the one behind it all.
Jake Paul has a different one.
That's what
His
I thought.
is boxing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
his,
but
he does.
I
Yeah,
thought he
he's-
was the one doing it though. I thought he was the one promoting it and everything.
Nah,
He was the one that initially put it together and stuff, but he couldn't afford it, so they had to bring in the UFC, which means bringing in TKO, which means Ronda Rousey for whatever reason was out.
Okay.
yep. And then right after Ronda appears there, her first thoughts are, I didn't have to ask TKO for permission to show up at AEW Revolution.
Yeah, she's not going back either. Yeah, she pretty much during that thing, she pretty much made a statement there. I doubt that
Yep,
she
so
goes
basically
back
burnt
to-
that bridge forever.
Yeah.
But
I would
Here's
I
the
would love
thing,
to see AEW capitalize on this. What do you guys think about this? I would love to see AEW capitalize, bring in Gina Serrano, and be able to maybe be involved in some of the hype if they actually can
Yeah.
get one of the MMA companies to put it together.
But
I don't think it's nah.
What do you mean? What do you don't like about it?
Because it's two different things. I mean, one of them is predetermined outcome, and you have predetermined time limit.
they can work together. Trust me
But I'm
on that.
saying, I'm not saying.
I'm saying the other one isn't. So it's not like they can say, okay, you're going to go for 20 minutes and then it'll be over. They can't do that.
No. What I'm saying, not that they would have the match, not that they would have Gina Serrano
They
versus
promote
Ronda Rousey, but that they would be able to capitalize and bring them both into AEW. If Bellator could take on the fight, if Bellator can arrange the fight, then you have both Ronda Rousey and Gina Serrano make appearances in AEW to help promote.
Realistic.
Gotcha. Okay.
To help, to make the story more hype.
And it would be realistic because they could build that heat.
Yeah, and then they could take
like
it right. Then they could take it right from the octagon right to AEW if they're done fighting, but still want to have a career or whatever. So
Exactly.
I mean, that could be huge for AEW if they could capitalize on that in the right way.
But I am kind of disappointed that Marina Shafir had to lose to Toni Storm because, in my opinion, Toni Storm didn't need to win because she's already mega over. I think Shafir needed a big win.
But Shafir, I agree with you. Then they shouldn't have had Shafir beat the crap out of Toni Storm the last few weeks before leading up to that thing. Because if you don't, then that is a burying of Toni Storm. You basically have to have her be off TV for a little bit. So I think it was probably right to have her win, but I wish they would have just did it. I guess that's why they went to the extreme and had Marina Shafir beat the crap out of Toni Storm leading up to the match, so that it was kind of a trade-off. But yeah, I agree with you. I wasn't so great about that. But the Ronda Rousey thing is what people are talking about.
Yeah, because
Yep.
she capitalized even after that, so she could go on that interview and basically say what she needs to say.
Yeah, and I wonder, she must not be interested in a match because I think you put Marina Shafir, if you have Marina Shafir win that match over Toni Storm, and then Ronda Rousey's coming in to actually work, Ronda Rousey and Marina Shafir would be a great match to have. Two former MMA fighters in the ring.
Plus, they got some history, so why not capitalize on building a feud between those two?
Wolfman, do you have any thoughts on that? You know about Ronda Rousey from WWE and stuff. Are you a fan of her?
Yeah, but I do remember her, but I just think she's just so full of herself.
I mean, she does believe her own hype.
I accept that, Wolfman. I accept that. All right.
I'm just not a fan of UFC, so
I can understand that too.
You don't like sweaty men rolling around on the mat, putting each other inside submission holds, just hugging each other tight.
I liked it better when Dana White was running it, and we had good fights, good and exciting fights.
And now you got TKO on it.
When I liked it, it was Conor McGregor.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Crackers.
Conor Gregor would have did so well inside a wrestling environment.
Oh, geez. I would turn.
No,
Please,
no,
please,
no.
Tony Khan, if you're listening right now, please don't hire Conor McGregor. I will turn you off the instant I see Conor McGregor on AEW television. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Now, I will go this far. I think promo-wise, he would be entertaining, but put him in the
But he
ring,
suck
and
as a
I
wrestler.
don't think he can handle it in the ring, honestly.
I don't think you can either.
No.
I
Promo-wise
think
and
he suck as a
entertainment-wise, yeah,
wrestler.
but in the ring. And I'm not saying that he doesn't have the look, because he does, but there's a whole different ball game in the wrestling than it is as we all know, in professional.
He also
boxing.
didn't do a good job transitioning from MMA to boxing either when he faced Floyd Mayweather. So
got his ass
that was
exposed.
rigged as well. That was fixed.
you think it was fixed? I think it looked more like no one taught Conor McGregor how to freaking box.
Well,
They didn't.
This
Oh,
was
dude,
definitely a payday. Is
I'm not a pro boxing, like professional or anything like that, but I have watched a lot of boxing in my life. It is one of those sports that I do like watching because I like the science of it as much as I like the physicality of it. Because there is science, there is reasons you do things in the boxing match. And Conor McGregor he was the worst amateur boxer I've ever seen. Dude should have been wearing a headpiece. He shouldn't have been fighting Floyd Mayweather. So that's what I'm saying. His whole form in the ring of boxing was just the worst thing I've ever seen. So I think I don't know what the details of that is, but if whoever he had as his corner coach and whoever he had training them, you should never hire them if that's what the result was.
Well,
that was the worst form I've ever
they were
seen.
both in it for the payday, of course, and because there is no way he was going to beat Floyd. There was
But
no
here's the
way.
thing.
I think Floyd toyed with him the whole time, and now could Conor have gotten a lucky punch? Yeah, and that's what Floyd was banking on not happening. The lucky punch got thrown in there.
But we've seen Floyd,
and I don't know a whole lot about boxing, but you can just see the two levels weren't even. I mean, it's like a Ferrari racing a Volkswagen.
but we
Beetle
saw
or
Floyd
something, yeah.
take a bunch of hits, so he could have handled Conor McGregor punching him. He was pretty smart to keep his distance because Conor McGregor, although he claimed that he was getting that training, he didn't train too well because his cardio was going to get the better of him because Floyd could go the distance.
We can't, and I agree with you. Of course, Floyd can go the distance, no question. And I don't know if I want to agree with you saying that he didn't get his training very well because he was in there against the best in the world.
He did,
So,
but
I mean, anybody that's only been boxing for a few years against the best in the world, it's like putting a high school baseball guy up against a professional pitcher.
he got exposed though. If you think about it.
You can hang out for a little bit, but you're not going to go very far.
Yeah, but if you think about it as well, he got exposed because he's supposed to be getting this good training in boxing.
Well, yeah,
But then when he steps into the ring with Floyd, you start to see that maybe he was not getting the best boxing that he should have been getting because his training was not the very best.
Fair enough. Okay.
And they still want to do a rematch. That's so that Conor can get that money.
That match was 10 years ago. They're not going to do a rematch. No, I don't know. You guys know more.
Conor is a big trash talker. He wants to do it
of course he
again.
is. Okay, let's get back to the wrestling thing. So the next match was
Called the Continental Championship. John Moxley defeats the Alpha Kensuke Takeshita.
I don't recall seeing this, so maybe I wasn't watching at this time, but because I had it on the background, but I don't recall seeing this one. And I like John Moxley, so I don't know where I was. I don't remember seeing any of this.
So based on a quick read, Ospreay comes back. Moxley returns. I was wondering why Moxley at the beginning of this. I was wondering why Moxley would have beaten Kensuke Takeshita. They're really pushing the Don Callis family hard to hold every single title, and I think that's going to be something. Don Callis isn't just teasing that for people reacting. The Don Callis family will capture a lot of these belts.
Exactly.
Maybe even all of them at the same time. But I was wondering why it happened, and then I realized. And then it's down at the bottom. Will Ospreay is making his return? He's going to?
That's the only thing that I'll say is that Will Ospreay was able to cost Takeshita.
Yeah, and they're obviously going to run a Moxley and Will Ospreay, maybe even include Takeshita in that, and run a 3-man program, and that could be amazing. That could be something huge that they could go for the next few months on.
Exactly.
The women's tag team championship, the women's world tag team championship. They wrestled twice.
Yep, they did.
Dang, dude. Credit to Willow Nightingale and to
Lena
Harley
Cross.
Cameron wrestling twice in one night. That's huge.
This match pissed me off.
Really?
And I don't know any of the players on there, so it's not because of that. It's because it was so damn short. I mean, for a championship match, it seemed like it lasted less than 5 minutes, and it was done.
Yeah. Well, see, all right. See, this would be what I'm thinking for AEW, because this might not be bad. The Babes of Wrath have been on a run. They've been defeating every tag team in AEW, even some of the new ones that come in. The Babes of Wrath decimated those twins that are new to AEW. I mean, they just decimated them. So they've been crushing everything. I think right now, one of them, either Willow Nightingale, well, she's still the TBS champion. But Harley Cameron or Willow Nightingale, one of them might be injured and might need to be taking a few weeks off. So I think they had to lose. So wrestling twice, the second match being a squash match, you could argue that this is the second time they wrestled twice, and they also want to put over the new people, the new tag team. I expect these two, Bane and Cross, to have a good title run. It seems like they really want to build some prestige with the tag belts. So I just hope the Babes of Wrath, AEW has a problem of the champions losing a belt and then not coming back for it to ever try and go again. So there's never any rematches. So I just hope that they come back.
I do too.
Swerve Strickland, let's crank through some of this a little bit quicker so that we can get to WWE and let Wolfman talk a little bit. Wolfman, I see you over there yet. Swerve Strickland defeated Brody King. Thank you very much. I know for sure that was one I picked.
Yeah,
both as a fan and for storyline.
I don't want Brody King winning ever again if all he's going to do is talk about politics.
Yeah, and also Kenny Omega returned. Swerve Strickland and Kenny Omega. That's going to be some great matches.
Yep.
The women's world championship match, the Toxic Spider Thekla against Chris Statlander, and Thekla wins over Chris Statlander. I guess they really want to push Thekla. I mean, I don't know, man. I think Statlander should have won the belt. I'm like I said 2 weeks ago, I'm not a fan of Thekla being the champion.
I mean, I get that, but I kind of figured they'd do this because they gave Chris one win, and they did the old 12-3 falls rule. If you got one win and the other person got one win, it means that the person that just got that one win is going to win. Yeah, and of course the Sisters of Sin, were involved in the match. Of course, they're turning into Thekla's henchmen more than a stable. So again, I'm a big fan of Julia Hart and Sky Blue. I'm not really a fan of Thekla, and I think Thekla's trying to outshine them. So I hope they're learning from her. I hope she's teaching them something, because otherwise it's just going to be a waste of time. I agree, because it feels like she thinks that she's a bigger star, and she's got to build herself back up.
I'm looking at the next match, the trios match. Exactly what I said was a stupid thing if they did, and then they did it.
That's the one that I told you that you was not gonna like.
They dropped the belts just so that Jet Speed could get a different third. That's the only reason that they lost the belts and handed it to Don Callis family. That's crap. I would have stood up out of my wheelchair and booed that match at the finish. Okay.
Yeah, that was the worst thing that they could have done, because if you're building up the Don Callis family, why the fuck are they losing to Jet Speed and Mystico, who are just thrown together? Yeah. Ah, man, that makes me mad. Especially, man, the trios titles are already in a set. They're already turning into garbage. So, yeah. All right, let's move on before I get angry. Yeah. Andrade's going to be the Ring of Honor World Champion. He beats Bandito. You know what? I don't really. I'm going to be honest with everybody here. Who the Ring of Honor champion is, I'm not really concerned with, because it happens. A lot of their championships happen on AEW TV. Andrew, do you have thoughts on that? And
I conked out. I conked out before the women's match. I turned it off.
No, but I mean, what are your thoughts on like Ring of Honor running a lot of title matches on AEW TV as opposed to like their own?
Honestly, I didn't know they were. It's how much I'm out. I didn't know they were.
Wolfman,
all I know is,
you know-
I don't like Andrade. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I kind of like him now because he's out of the picture for me and Charlotte, so I kind of like him now.
Wolfman, what are your thoughts? Because you got a lot of that happening in WWE right now, right? Don't you see a lot of TNA championships and AAA championships being defended?
Right now, the only AAA champion is Dominic Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So there you go. So what are your thoughts on that, on having another brand and having their title matches and stuff on like the main brand just because they're associated or whatever?
AAA hasn't had a single match I've seen on WWE yet.
Oh, so Dominic won it on AAA TV or on
Yeah.
AAA match? Oh, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
now he
Wow.
thinks he's the king. He thinks he's the king of the luchadors. So I'm like, you can kiss my ass.
Well, that's a whole other topic right there about WWE now using AAA and TNA as their pawns to put over their own people, which they started with TNA immediately. But let's get through the rest of this, and then we'll switch over to WWE. The trios match, Roderick Strong, Orange Cassidy, and Darby Allin defeated the War. That shocks me a little bit. While I'm glad that Darby and Orange and Roderick Strong won, I really thought the dogs were really going to be pushing them. So
That's the wrong choice, though, for me.
yeah.
Should have been Docs War that won.
And of course, if we all didn't know that this was going to happen, the World Championship match, MJF defeated Hangman Adam Page, meaning Hangman Adam Page can no longer challenge for the WWE title. So now we have to drown out that awful storyline of Hangman never challenging for the championship again.
And everyone was bitching because a syringe was put to the cheek. And they forgot that this fight has happened before.
Andrew, you had a problem with some of the stuff that happened in this match.
I did not watch the match live. I watched it the next day on the highlights and everything else. What the hell? I mean, what you talk about, lack of a better term, is furniture being thrown in there, glass, tacks, which is fine. I get it because even all wrestling organizations do it. But my word, they were way over and above everything with this. And then they had, for whatever reason, they brought out the dog collars and the chains and everything else. And what's his name? MJF puts it on Hangman, and then he puts it on himself. Like, why? Why did you do that? It made zero sense. And then when you take that syringe, and it puts it through the guy's cheek and squirts it out. What's the point of that? I mean,
I think it's just to show the level of brutality that they would go to, but I think they overdid it. I think that's too much.
Especially.
I listened to two podcasts. I listened to the Jim Cornette podcast and also Busted Open podcast.
Good podcast.
I got to agree with what Cornette was saying about MJF because he's been an MJF fan big time. But MJF just basically with that match lost all credibility with any kind of WWE fan and to go over there because if that's the kind of match he wrestles, he has zero place in WWE. So it's almost as if MJF is saying, you know what? I'm only going to wrestle for a couple more years. I made my gazillion dollars over here. I'm going to be 30, 35 years old at the tops when I leave. I still got my whole life ahead of me. I can act because I've been in a couple of movies already. I don't really have to do anything else the rest of my life. Make some appearances here and there, and I'm good to go. If he plays the money right, that's basically it.
My argument for that would be if the MJF actually did swaps and joined Cody Rhodes or hooked up with Cody Rhodes, it would likely reignite him and they would forget all about this match. I also think MJF's good enough that a couple months or weeks later, if he does some good matches and puts on some good matches, people will also forget this match. It's a blip on the radar. Something likely Tony Khan wanted him to do. See, that's where I differ from you, Andrew. I don't believe that any part of that was MJF. I believe that was Tony Khan.
But that was something else that Cornette said. And again, I don't worship every word he says, but he makes a lot of sense to me. MJF has enough pull to say, hey, you know what? That's stupid. I'm not going to do that.
I don't know about
the boss is Tony Khan.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, well, top guys in every organization have the pull to say some stuff. Do you think Cody Rhodes is if Triple H told him to do that, he's going to say, "Yeah, I don't think so. That's not going to happen. There's no way that was going to happen. Anything like that."
No, but I don't think Triple H would propose something like that. I think that's where
You're right. He wouldn't.
Triple H is a seasoned creator of wrestling content, and Tony Khan is still a fan.
Well, look how quick the WWE got rid of that one rapper guy who slugged Cody in the ear.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, that's the last you've seen of Travis Scott. He ain't coming back.
And then Cody Rhodes said, the funny thing is he didn't hit me as hard as people thought.
Well, still, yeah. He had zero business there. Then when he lights a joint up in the walking
Well,
down
it wasn't a joint, it was a sage. He was saging the bad vibes out of the arena for some reason.
That was a dumb. Oh, jeez, that's a that's a whole different ball game.
Anyway, MJF retains the title, which of course we knew was going to happen because he's not going to lose to Adam Page. They're doing something. And like I said, I don't know what it is that they're doing, but they're doing something with MJF, and I do believe that MJF is involved in the. MJF for all he might be going to the extreme just so that he can come back in a few months later and be like, when they're all cheering for him again, and be like, see, I told you would all forget the needle incident. Like that's his style, man. He loves manipulating the fans, man, and they just keep coming back for more. What can you do?
And I think that it was the right call for Adam Page to lose because this creates an interesting storyline where he can no longer challenge for the AEW World title.
I think that's a crap part of the storyline, Johnny Lee. I'm sorry. I have to disagree with you on that one.
I have to understand.
Well, here's what's going to happen. He's gonna torment MJF. He's going to come as a fan, sit in the front row. He's going to torment MJF until MJF says, yes, I want to challenge you.
Exactly.
Yeah, but we already did that. Didn't we already do that just a couple months ago with MJF? I
don't know.
Yeah, I think we did. and a similar thing. It was the contract signing. MJF signed the contract to face Hangman. That's how this thing with Hangman Adam Page has been going on for far too long.
No, so maybe not right away, but eventually you're going to start seeing Adam Page show up in different places just to torment.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If they do that the right way, maybe. But I don't know. I'm tired. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I like Hangman Adam Page, but I think we need to see something from him. I need to see something from him. So before we switch to WWE, because we took a long time to get through that, we'll give Veronica Sloan a shout out. She had stopped in. I don't know if she's still watching just to say that she loves us. We appreciate you, Veronica, and we'll be talking soon.
I want to get Wolfman into conversations. That's
why we're getting there. Wolfman, it's WWE time. Would you tell us what the hell is going on so that I can stop talking?
As of right now, the buildup is going to be the big Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. That's the one people
Roman Reigns versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship.
That match might be good.
And then I just heard it's going to be AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title.
Oh, please, Becky Lynch has to win that match. So what are your thoughts on all those matches, Wolfman? Which one are you which one are you most excited about, and which one are,
Personally, I really just want to see Obafemi completely beat the living crap out of Brock Lesnar. And then I want to see the old school Randy Orton just go batshit crazy on Cody Rhodes and win his 14th WWE championship.
So you think, okay. That's interesting.
I really don't give a shit about the Women's Intercontinental Championship because Becky Lynch is a big mouth. She can't win without cheating, just like her husband.
I like Becky Lynch.
He can't win without having her finish his business. So I'm like, does that happen at home too? And then now I'm hearing it's going to be a fatal 4-way for the Women's Tag Team Championships. The current champions versus Bayley and Lyra versus the Kabuki Warriors versus Bayley and Charlotte Flair.
Interesting.
Or not Bayley and Charlotte Flair, Liv Morgan and Charlotte Flair, or Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Yeah, okay. So that's interesting. You know what? Credit to WWE for bringing back the Four Corners tag match, man. That's something you don't see, or even if you've been seeing it recently in WWE, that was not around for many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, and Dominic Mysterio wants his title back from Penta.
Well, he can just keep. I hope Penta keeps that belt for a long time.
Actually, I think that Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio are
Yeah,
going to have a
Finn
match.
Balor and Dominic are going to go at it. Yeah.
I personally would like to see. Remember the old days when it was like mask versus hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I want to see it be Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio in a retirement match.
Actually, that's something that Rey Mysterio himself has said that he wants to do, is have his
Yeah.
son take on him, hair versus mask.
Yeah, and shave that damn mustache and that
Wow.
freaking like mop of a head hair
Only
off his
thing
head.
is,
Hey
it
man,
won't
there's nothing
be him
wrong with the
getting
Eddie Guerrero
shaved.
mullet. Listen, I'm not a big Dominic fan, but there's nothing wrong with the Eddie Guerrero mullet.
Damn
It doesn't
skip.
look good on him.
Well, that's debatable.
I'm
I would
telling you
also-
guys, before 2029, Dominic's going to headline WrestleMania.
Oh,
You
yeah.
mark
Damn
my
right.
words.
Oh yeah, he
Mark
is.
my words. Dominic's
So yeah,
he's a force to be reckoned with.
He's got such heat, man. You can't.
And he has
now
the
he's
in-ring
got the
ability.
fans
He's
exactly
good
love
in the ring. He's good.
he just has bad
Fans
taste in
love
women.
him.
I think Liv is a fox.
Yeah, me too. I'm a Liv Morgan.
He was
fan.
better
Liv
off
Morgan
with
could ride my
Rhea
face
Ripley,
anytime.
but Rhea Ripley's out of his league.
I don't see the allure to Rhea Ripley at all. I don't at any level.
It's her
Rhea-
muscle.
Looks, wrestling wise, anything.
Rhea-
I don't get it.
Rhea Ripley's with Buddy Matthews, so
Yeah.
Dominic ain't getting any from Rhea Ripley, but maybe he's getting some from Liv.
No,
Yeah,
he's
but
married.
here's
though.
the worst thing
He's
about
Who
it.
is?
He's got a
Dominic?
hot wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's not getting any, I'm sure.
No, that's
He's got a
no,
wife that's hot.
absolutely
though.
not.
I
Never.
think, and I have no reason to back this. I mean, no facts to back this, but you never see Liv and Dom kiss on the lips at all, even like a little peck or anything.
Mm.
As
Nope.
much as she's
Dom.
all over him, you never see that. And I
Yeah.
think it's because, I mean, he's married, and
Yeah.
I got to believe that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Good for
because
him,
they're
then.
literally, screwing on stage, but they never even a little peck on the lips or anything. That never happens.
His wife's got to have balls of steel to be able to handle Liv Morgan being that close to her man.
Well, I mean, if you know your guy or your partner's in that business and in that kind of character, and you don't have the trust, you shouldn't be in a relationship to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, there have been issues with that inside the past.
Well, of course, you can say
Absolutely.
that in any profession, really. Not just wrestling. You can say that in any profession. When it
Yeah,
boils
mean,
down to
we're
it.
just more aware of it in wrestling because we're watching it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
And, the whole Roman Reigns CM Punk build, I've actually become interested. I get why they're
Ron.
not having Larry get mentioned because they want to keep that out there because CM Punk doesn't want to build heat like that. He's building heat through Roman Reigns' family, and he's getting angry because Roman Reigns called him old. Monday, he was laughing after the beatdown Roman gave him. And here's the kicker. Jey Uso was commanding Roman Reigns to beat that
Mhm.
ass.
Here's the
That's the
question
first time
for
we
you
saw
guys.
the Tribal Chief like that.
Why is Jey Uso, Wolfman, you were watching, why is Jey Uso giving orders to Roman Reigns?
I think he's actually starting to grow a pair. Or getting him
for him
back
to
from
put
the
more of his
OTC because OTC
Okay.
had his balls in his back pocket.
That's
Okay.
true.
Okay, Wolfman, let me
Andrew?
ask you this: on Punk and Reigns, who's the heel and who's the baby face? We don't know.
I know
Right now, I
because-
think they're trying to make Roman Reigns look like the heel, and CM Punk is trying to do the face.
They're trying it.
But-
and as much as this pains me to say this, but Punk was trying to get cheap what do they call it, cheap hugs in the business the other day
Yeah.
when he kept
Cheap
mentioning,
heat.
hey Boston, hey, you do that at the beginning, maybe once or twice at the most, but he said it several different times.
the cheap pop.
And
get over the
yeah, they
crowd,
call it
yeah.
a cheap hug or whatever they call it, not the pop, but they call it something else now too. But yeah, and it's totally against him from doing stuff like that. And he was trying to get that, and I guess because the crowd was cheering on Reigns, but they were also cheering on Punk. So that's what gets me. They still got 3 weeks, and none of them has really been a clear definition of one side or the other. Yeah,
Personally, I hope Roman Reigns completely destroys Punk.
Can I pick a third option where Braun Breaker comes in and
Won't-
decimates the
won't
both
happen.
of them?
he's hurt.
If
It
Braun
won't happen.
Breaker
Won't
healed
happen.
up, though.
He's hurt. Dude, Braun Breaker can still take both of them hurt. It's fine.
But I know JD is a huge CM Punk fan.
Or can we put Big Papa Pump coming out there and destroying both of them?
Oh,
geez.
please, can anybody go out there and just destroy them both, and we can just then I can enjoy myself.
Exactly.
Is that too much to ask, WWE? You want me back in your product? Have someone decimate the both of them.
I got 4 words for you. In Punk, we trust.
Yeah, well,
You know, they're building up the other matches.
boy.
If they're going to build up these other matches, they need to add something more, some new layers. You want to build up why we want to watch these matches. You got to build it up to the next level. Take this
Okay,
somewhere.
All right, Wolfman, what are a couple other matches we got going on there?
Let's see. I haven't heard anything about the men's United States Championship for a while, or the women's. The men's Intercontinental Championship does not have a WrestleMania match as of right now.
Yeah, so that's Penta, isn't it?
Yeah, Penta.
Penta does not have a match. Yeah.
I am most interested in seeing Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi.
Oh,
Me
That's
too.
the match that I'm going to be tuning in for.
More and more people are watching or wanting to watch that one big time. That's getting and the buildup has been great. I mean, Lesnar's been a player with this. He's been doing the right thing. Did you notice a couple of weeks ago when Femi, power bonded, whatever you call it, and Lesnar told him as he laying down, "Put your foot on my chest." He's telling him to do that. So Lesnar is building this guy up.
Brock, I think this is Brock's last run.
Yeah.
That's
Brock's
how you
getting
know that
old.
he likes you when he lets you do that.
Well, it's going to be Brock. SummerSlam is going to be Brock and Gunther, and Gunther's going to retire him. And SummerSlam is what it's going to be.
Here's the thing, too.
Oh, interesting.
Why doesn't Gunther have a match at WrestleMania? This man
exactly.
gets retired.
Exactly. I think Gunther's going to. Part of me says he's going to come in and do something to the Brock Lesnar match, Brock and Oba match, but that would be bad for Oba if he does that. I mean, Oba's got to win this clean.
I have heard though that they might be doing I Show Speed and Gunther, and I don't know how true that is.
Speed, I Show Speed in that match? No.
Apparently that they're saying, well, since he ain't had no match, they're going to start building up a celebrity being who he comes out and slaps the hold on and makes him tap out.
I Show Speed is going to tap somebody out? What?
No, he's going to get tapped out by Gunther.
I Show Speed?
That's what the rumors are. Since Gunther ain't got no match, they're talking about they're going to insert I Show Speed into picking a fight with him. And then Gunther's going to tap him out.
Yeah, with Gunther.
Oh, jeez. That'd be horrible.
I mean,
Andrews looks excited about that.
He beat John Cena. He retired Goldberg. He retired AJ Styles.
Yeah, so then why throw I Show Speed in there?
I mean, if you're going to go at the bottom of the barrel, might as well
So
go
you
on.
think Gunther's going to retire Brock?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
interesting.
That's not a secret. I mean, it's been all over the dirt sheets, and a lot of people have been saying that. Yeah.
I can see it.
And I think that's another reason that right as of right now, Gunther doesn't have anything going on at Mania because they want to keep him out of the picture a little bit. Because even if they put him in, he's got to win. You can't have him lose to even a mid-card player at this point.
Yeah,
you can't. So it's better just to keep him off and come in after Mania and say, "All right, Lesnar, you want to lose the right way? I'll retire your ass like I retired everybody else."
Yeah.
But no,
need to build that match.
As much as I love Lesnar, I can't see Oba Femi losing this match unless there's interference. The only way I can't see it, but
it'd probably be better for him to beat Brock clean.
Yeah, it would be. It would be.
This happens this Monday coming.
Square Garden. I'd like to propose something radical here because guys know that I don't follow it week to week, but just based on your guys' conversation, Gunther's the guy that retires people. What if Oba retires Brock? No. And then Gunther and Oba have an angle because they both retired some of the legends.
I like that idea right there.
No, because there's no, and unless it happens this Monday, there's no talk of Brock retiring, and there's nothing at Mania. or else they'd
That's
be
the
building
fun
it up
too.
already.
No, I don't think it would happen at Mania. I mean, I doubt it would happen that quickly, but maybe, who says that Oba and Brock are going to stop? Maybe they include Gunther. Maybe it's going to be maybe they include Gunther and make it a triangle kind of a program with all three.
Well, Oba's got to get established first. And I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying he's in there. He came up to this main roster very quickly. And he is a force. He's a force to be reckoned with. But the longevity, we don't know if he's longevity. Remember back in the day, what was his name? The big muscular black guy in the 90s. What was his name?
Mark Henry?
No. Before
Or
Mark
Ahmed
Henry.
Johnson?
Ahmed Johnson.
Yeah.
He was white hot for a while. And I don't know if you ever see that podcast when Mark Henry talks about Ron Simmons and Ahmed Johnson. Ahmed kicked Ron so hard he ruptured his spleen or something. And then because Ron was out for 6 months, and Ron was somebody you didn't want to mess with.
Yeah.
Even Mark Henry says this is I didn't want to mess with Ron. He talked about strong. That boy was strong. Says he comes back in one match. In the first match he comes back, he takes on Ahmed and just buries the fuck out of him. I mean, buries him hard, and it wasn't pretty. I mean, it wasn't something you just can casually watch. He said he destroyed him, and within a few months, Ahmed was basically gone. He was white hot until then, and he was gone.
Yeah.
So
I do remember that.
longevity wasn't there.
Yeah.
And same thing with Oba. You can't put him in a show like this or a position like this to get him over, but he has to last for a while.
Yeah.
Here's the key difference, though, between him and Ahmed Johnson. Oba can actually talk. Oba's actually got the athleticism. Oba's got that aura about him. And if Brock Lesnar likes you, like he likes Oba, I'm telling you, this kid's going to go far because Brock's going to make him look like $1 million.
Yeah, Brock will make him do that. Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. There's no question about that. My thing is he has to also watch himself and not put himself in a position where his head gets too big like an Ahmed Johnson type thing.
Or like how Braun Strowman did when he accidentally was peppering Brock so hard that Brock finally said, "Slow the fuck down," after hitting him a couple of times with those strikes.
Oh yeah.
Brought
Wolfman.
that big man down.
Wolfman, you've been awful quiet about all this.
Wolfman, what are your thoughts on Oba and Brock?
Oba has a bright future ahead of him. I can see him going from here to beyond. He's probably the new Brock Lesnar.
I agree.
You think that's why Brock's is teaching him, kind of putting him over and showing him the way, to, giving him the recipe.
Yeah, showing him on the ropes. Like, this is how you do it. This is how you become the beast incarnate.
I agree with that.
I think that's good for Oba. If, like you said, of course, Andrew, the Ahmed Johnson concerns aside, it would be good for him if Oba can capitalize on.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
That he's been given. Yeah.
Are you alerting?
Anything else, Wolfman, that we need to talk about in the WWE front?
Not WWE, but right before I leave, I want to bring up an event we be appearing at for this weekend. Here in La Crosse, Wisconsin, Saturdays and Sunday from 9 a.m. until 4, I will be at a Collecticon where there'll be sports cards, action figures, video games, you name it. I'll be there signing autographs, taking pictures, selling wrestling merchandise, Funko Pops, to help raise money to help pay off my service dog.
Okay, sweet. All right, excellent.
So,
we'll make sure we get that information shared out on the page.
I got to get up early, guys, so I'm going to head out. So,
okay, head out.
All right, Wolfman. Appreciate it, buddy.
All right, peace.
We're going to be finishing out later. We're going to be finishing out here momentarily anyway. We'll share out Wolfman's information for his event this weekend, and he's going to be going to events like all spring and summer long, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll obviously keep sharing those out and stuff, and he hopes to have merch at some point at those events. So that'll be great. Thank you, Andrew. And is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about before we wrap up?
Oh, I can talk all night about the WWE with different things, but no.
I mean, WWE does have some great storylines that they're trying to build up to. I do think that the Oba filming match with Brock Lesnar is going to be fired this Monday coming, but I would keep it going until WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, they will. They'll keep it going. Absolutely. But we forgot to talk about the tag team championships is going to happen at Mania.
Well,
They haven't really announced it yet, but it's going to be the Usos taking on the Vision.
do we really want to see the Visions getting their chance at the titles? I mean, at this point,
Oh, they will. I
it's
mean,
just,
they got them this past week.
The Usos are tag champs again.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They got it this
But I
past
still
week.
call Jey Uso mid-card Uso. Until he proves me wrong, he is always going to be that.
Listen, I'm not impressed with any of the Usos. So
I'm not either.
I think they're a great tag team, and that's fine. And they probably should have just stayed a great tag team. Listen, Legion of Doom was a great tag team through their careers. They made lots of money. They won lots of belts. Some people are tag team wrestlers. When you have something that works, it doesn't always work to step away. Look at Jack Perry. He's back with Luchasaurus, or at least he'd be back with Luchasaurus if Luchasaurus wouldn't have gotten injured.
Yeah.
But he's back to the jungle Jack Perry. He's just not Jungle Boy. He's now Jungle Jack Perry.
Okay.
I tell you what, though, tomorrow I'm excited for the event that I'm going to.
You going to an event too?
Yep, EWF. We're going to be
Okay.
going there to Jeffersonville, Indiana at the arena. It's going to be a fire night. It's going to be a 5-way ladder match, which features my good pal, Nick Depp, taking on 4 other people. One of them includes his wife, Mercy. And then Kellen
Interesting.
motherfucking Craven from Generation Next Pro Wrestling. This, you're talking about a fire match. This match alone is why you should be coming to check out EWF versus OWA versus Doomsday Pro Wrestling, because there is going to have Kirkpatrick there, and he's coming to replace Rick Gunner, who was supposed to be there. But as they say, the show must go on, and Kirkpatrick has decided he's coming to represent that company.
Yes, I'm not going to get started on some of those companies, but that's great that they're having a big crossover show to help promote all 3. That's the way it's good to see indie companies working together. So if you're in the area, check that out. If you're in Wolfman's area, check that out. Everybody's going to events this weekend. I am not. I am going to be taking it a little bit easier this weekend and just getting some other work done, and probably maybe doing I'll be filming the last part of my Moving with Disability series, which is featured on our sister brand, the Boiling Point podcast. But that's going to be what I'm working on this weekend, is getting that series finished up.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
Andrew Paletto, he's going live tomorrow night, aren't you?
Probably. That's
Yes.
the plan as of right now. That's the plan. I'll be going live tomorrow night. Might even go live later on tonight. I don't know. It
All
depends
right.
how I feel.
Well, let me know if you're going live. I'll hop back in with you for a few minutes.
Sounds good.
So
my
look
friend.
tonight, go check out Andrew Paletto on Facebook and on YouTube, and give him a follow. Make sure you tell him Mayhem Media sent you. And then, of course, we just in case he doesn't go live tonight, look tomorrow night. He's usually live on the weekends, Fridays and Saturday nights, unless I take over his Friday night and he comes on this show with me.
Yeah.
So you know what, Andrew, next week, if we do this again, next time we do this and you come on, dude, you just should live stream this right to your audience if you want to.
Okay. Well, I won't be around next week.
All right. Well, then we'll have to wait till Mania, because right now we have an episode, Call for the Bell, next Friday, and then nothing until Mania. We're not doing anything before our Mania coverage, because that's going to take all of our energy. So,
Well, I will have I will have a prediction show going on for myself.
Okay. Well, we're going to be doing a prediction show too. I'll let you know when ours is, and you can let me know when yours is, and maybe we can get both in.
Okay. Sounds good.
So look for until Mania next week, Friday. We'll be back, but then we won't be back until Mania, and then we'll be back the whole weekend for Mania. We'll have prediction shows for each night. We'll likely have watch-alongs for each night, and we're going to do a recap show after Monday Night Raw. So we'll have a whole big Mania week. So that's going to be a lot of fun and not exhausting at all. So Johnny Lee, go check out Johnny Lee, the Superfly Experience, and the Nice Guy Andy podcasts. And of course, our storefront, bonfire.com/store/mayhem media shop. Pick up some storefront. And I can't get myself up quite that high. I'm wearing just the black flag design tonight. So make sure you go pick that up and share it out, please. I will give a shout out real quick to Headlocks, Heels, and Havoc, and the Sloans. Go check them out as well.
That's right. Go check them out, because the Sloans are live tonight at 9:55.
9:50. Okay, great. I'm actually going to get to see him. I wasn't sure I was going to get to see him. Sweet. All right, so we're going to close out of here. I am your host, the bad guy of podcasting, JD, and that's the end.